Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back doing Swiss Battle for Zendikar drafts. I've gotten a few comments from you guys wanting to see Vintage Cube. I've already talked to some of the other drafters on the channel, and I believe you should be seeing them from them very soon. So I'll post those as soon as I've gotten it from them. We've gotten Ulamog here. I think this is the first time I've gotten him. He's got to be worth something, right? Hopefully, since this set doesn't have much in the way of value. Ooh, 7 tickets. My God, this guy's like the gold mine from this set. So yeah, we're going to take Ulamog. Going to try pretty desperately to play him too. He's a powerhouse 10 drop. Certainly worth it. Exile 2 things and then attack and exile 20 things. Alright. I like it. Follow up. Well, Sky Spawner is pretty strong. Yeah, it certainly seems like the strongest card remaining in this pack as well, so I think it's a pretty easy Sky Spawner. Not really that close. Encircling Fissure is pretty good. Mist Intruder's fine for processing, but Sky Spawner ramps and gives us evasion? Yeah. We're going Sky Spawner pretty easily. Okay, well, probably just take Bane of Bala Ged here. Angel of Renewal is very strong, but I don't necessarily want to commit to blue-white right away. Bane of Bala Ged can just be played anywhere. It's a good card. Nothing in blue we really care about, just Coral Helm Guide, and there's nothing else that's super strong in this pack. It's basically just Bane versus Angel of Renewal. There's a decent argument for Angel, but I think I'm just going to take the colorless 7-drop. That's pretty good. Okay. Now it's pretty much just Wavewing Elemental versus Evolving Wilds, I guess. Nothing else too great in here. Probably just take the Evolving Wilds. Pretty easy pickup. Can play it in any deck. Nothing in here otherwise that's screaming at me. I do think Wavewing Elemental is a good card, but I'm going to take Evolving Wilds. Alright, well, Titan's Presence is pretty awesome with what we already have. There's Clutch of Currents as well, though. Clutch is pretty amazing, too. So Titan's Presence requires you have a colorless card in order to be played. Clutch of Currents, there's also Touch of the Void in here. But Clutch of Currents doesn't permanently remove something, but it also has the upside of possibly giving you a creature. I'd probably just take the Clutch. Titan's Presence is pretty awesome, though, with what we've got. That's a close one. Probably want to continue to cut blue. I don't know. That's actually tough. That's close. Titan's Presence, like I said, looks really good here. Seeing as it's hard removal, but it's tough to deny Clutch of Currents ever. I just think the card is really nice tempo-wise. Alright, I'd probably just take an Incubator Drone. Ramps this, puts a couple bodies on the board. Transgress the Mind would be fine. Kozilek Sentinel's not bad either, but I think Incubator Drone's looking better with what we've currently got. Let's see here. Wavewing Elemental. Yeah, I like Wavewing. Like I've said a couple times now, I underrated the card at the beginning of the format, but I think it's pretty good now. Nothing else in here I really care about. We'll take the Wavewing. Okay. Rush of Ice, Skyline Cascade. There's an Eyeless Watcher. Blue-green is not exactly where I want to be, but it does get me to Ulamog and Bane faster. There's nothing else I care about in here, really. Rush and Skyline Cascade are pretty expendable. Alright, this is kind of an odd pick, but I'm going to take the Eyeless Watcher. Green-blue is not typically an archetype, but we do have an Evolving Wilds. We could possibly make Converge work, and like I said, Eyeless Watcher gets us that much closer to Bane and Ulamog, so I'm going to take it. Alright, Void Attendant. Don't have a way to really exile yet. Probably just want the Blighted Cataract. No, nothing else I really care about. Guess Scythe Leopard, maybe. Probably don't want to play it, though. Unnatural Aggression, if we end up in green, could do something. Alright, Gnarlid, sure. Getting late green as expected. Could this be an actual green-blue deck? That would be strange. Like I said, that's not really an archetype in this format, but when you're running Bane of Bala Ged and Ulamog, there's a chance. Huh, Desolation Twin, huh? That's pretty awesome. I think we're good on 10 drops. Probably just want the Coastal Discovery. It's a pretty awesome card. Natural Connection, I guess, is okay here since we're trying to... I'd rather ramp with drones. They're just... Natural Connection's been pretty bad for me in this format. There's Tajur Warcaller, too, which is very strong, but I think Coastal Discovery more in line with what we want. I'd still prefer to not play green, mostly because I don't think green-blue is all that great. Might have to start moving towards blue-white because we saw some fairly good late white, but we're going to take Discovery because we definitely want to be in blue. I do think Warcaller's good, but green is pretty much always open, so you should be able to find whatever you need from that. And until then, why don't we just supplement with blue cards and see what other colors maybe we can dip into, if possible. All right, well, Beastcaller Savant does continue on the ramp plan, but here's a Rolling Thunder. Blue-red's a legitimate archetype, and Rolling Thunder is pretty amazing. All right, I think we're going to take Rolling Thunder, see if we can't make that work. Blue-red's probably the strongest two-color combo in the set, to be honest. Okay, so in blue we only have a Romage's Trick. Much more likely doing Molten Nursery, which I guess is it's only okay right now. Kenny Slide Runner, which isn't great. Could take the Turn Against. Turn Against is usually pretty good. Yeah, guess we can take Turn Against. Not exactly what I want to do. But it's a thing. Molten Nursery, it's tough to get going unless you're... I mean, we still could end up that dedicated, but I guess we'll just take Turn Against. Could have taken Slide Runner, I guess, but whatever. Elemental number 2, Coral Hum Guide, Chasm Guide. None of these are very exciting. I think we're going to take a second Elemental. I think more likely to see guides late. All right, here's a Nettle Drone. We'll take it now. Seems good for what we're trying to do. Not amazing, but certainly good enough. Sure Strike, Rush of Ice, Skyline Cascade. All of them are a little bit underwhelming. I guess we can take one Rush of Ice. Another shot at Eyeless Watcher. Splashing for Eyeless Watcher to get to our 7 and 10 drop? I don't know. It's possible. I don't love it. Guess we'll take Rush of Ice. Alright, here's Incubator Drone, which is just good for our deck. More exciting than Tightening Coils, I would say. There's a Lifespring Druid. We're going to take a Predator. Could actually take the Invoker, too. They're both okay. Yeah, I mean, Invoker's a little more control. Predator's a little more beatdown. We definitely look more control. Yeah, I guess we'll take the Invoker. We're more of a control. Third Wave Wing seems unnecessary, but Recruit's not that good either. Guess we'll take a third Wave Wing, whatever. Most likely not playing 3 Wave Wings. Brilliant Spectrum, Hedron Blade, Blighted Fen. None of them are really what we're looking for. We'll cut the blue card. Are we a 19 land deck? I don't know. I guess that is theoretically possible. Molten Nursery. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spells. It's not bad, but I think we want some more early game, so we're going to take the Slide Runner, which isn't thematically what we're trying to do, but I don't think we're going to have enough gas to make the Nursery work. There's a chance that we could, but I think just getting more early game's probably what our deck needs. Got to just buy that time to get to Ulamog. Still cut blue. Hate a focus. So pack 3, I guess we just more Sky Spawner, more Incubator Drone. Be nice to find some more ramp, if at all possible. Could actually play 19 lands with Blighted Cataract being the 19th land. We have a Coastal Discovery for card draw too. So, could be okay. Mana sinks, or at least landfall help is Slide Runner, Valakut Invoker's a mana sink, Rolling Thunder's a mana sink, Wave Wings, reward, landfall. Could actually be a 19 land deck here. There's a decent chance. Okay, I guess I'm okay with Tightening Coils now. It's a way to buy some time. Nothing else here we really care about. Certainly not an exciting first pick, but something that our deck probably wants. Alright, Ruination Guide, I guess, is pretty good. It could also do the Kozilek Sentinel. We don't have, I guess Ruination Guide with Sky Spawner, Incubator Drones is pretty nice. I do think Kozilek Sentinel is a little more up our alley, since we're desperately looking for ways to get to late game. But, well, Ruination Guide also works with Clutch and Rush of Ice and Coastal Discovery. So we have like 6 things, 7, 8 things. Yeah, could take it. Hope to wield the Sentinel. I guess there's a chance. We'll take the Guide. Guide, and it buffs Nettle. Yeah, it buffs a lot of things. Ooh, I think never mind. Sky Spawner. Sky Spawner versus Pilgrim's Eye. I think we're going to take Sky Spawner. It's just a better card. They both ramp. Well, Sky Spawner actually ramps. Pilgrim Eye just gives you the land you need. Yeah, I think Sky Spawner's just got to be what we're looking for in this deck. So I'd like to cut a Wave Wing Elemental, probably lower the curve of our deck slightly if possible. Could take the Horribly Awry. It gives us more early stuff. Probably more exciting than a Coral Helm Guide. Cloud Manta is fine, but we want blockers, I think. A little bit more. Still looking like 19 lands if we really want to consistently hit that Ulamog. Alright, Touch of the Void is some removal. I think we'll just take that. Some Mist Intruder in here, but we don't have any processing necessary, so Touch of the Void seems correct. More kind of early game to do. Alright, well, there's an outnumber in here. We don't really have a lot of creatures to support it right now, but we might find some more. I guess Clutch and Rush are also creatures, so it's like, and Coastal, I guess, technically, so I guess we have 15 creatures, and more than that with our token generators. Yeah, Outnumber is just a good 19th card, I think. Not going to play Devastator, I don't think, but maybe just take it anyway. I'm not going to play anything else in here. I guess we could take Looming Spires, but yeah, I guess when you're playing 19 lands, Looming Spires seems like something we can do. None of these cards really matter. I guess we'll take a Swarm Surge. I'm not going to play anything here. Swarm Surge could beat us. That was a tongue twister. Second Looming Spires. Okay, I've got my deck already. All right, got the Kozilek Sentinel back. That's good news. I think I'm just going to go for the 19 land plan, I think. Is that wrong? I don't think so. I don't think it's wrong. Definitely taking Kozilek Sentinel, but I don't know what I'm cutting yet. All right, I can go with Cascade and a Looming Spires now, I guess. Just because I'm short enough on ramp, I think that's a good reason to run 19 lands. Ulamog is just gonna be able to win us some games. We do have a little bit of card draw with Coastal Discovery and Blighted Cataract, so sure. We can probably, with 19 lands, play double Looming Spire and Skyline Cascade. No real problems there. So I have to make a cut. Kind of thinking the Rush of Ice, maybe. I've already got a clutch. Probably have enough removal. Rush of Ice seems a bit less necessary in this deck. Seems like something easily cuttable, I think. Horribly Arise. I want to have enough early game, but yeah, countering stuff is usually pretty good. We have no need. Well, maybe I do cut the Horribly Awry, actually. I can sideboard into it. It's not that I have a lack of early game, and when you're running 19 lands, you want to make sure that you've got enough mid to late game to really support the use of that many lands. I mean, theoretically, I could play 18 lands here, I guess. I don't really want to, though. Like, Ulamog and Rolling Thunder, Valakut Invoker, Wavewing Elementals, all of these are high rewards for playing 19 lands, and even Coastal Discovery to get back some card advantage. Probably just cut the Horribly Awry. I'd rather either have hard removal, well, kind of hard removal, or creatures. Horribly Awry just... Also, I have no need for processing in this deck, so exile is kind of irrelevant. Alright, yeah, I'm going to run this with 19 lands. So we'll do the Cataract, the Evolving Wilds, we'll run the Looming Spires, and the Skyline Cascade, because why not? Should have more than enough lands to support that. So, let's see here. We already have 3 red, 2 blue, and don't really have... I think we can go as even as possible. So this would be 10 red, 9 blue. I think might want to go the other way. We do have 1 double red, but I think I'd still rather go 10 red, or 9 red, 10 blue. We do have more blue spells. Alright, I think we'll run it like this. This deck's decent. It's kind of cool. I mean, we got Ulamog. That's a fun one. Got Rolling Thunder. So we've got high rewards for 19 lands. We've got some card advantage. Blighted Cataract and Coastal Discovery. So not in huge risk of getting flooded. And also have some good mana sinks and Valakut Invoker and Wavewing Elementals and stuff. So, alright. Yeah, this deck seems fine. I think this may be the first time I've run 19 lands in this format, but when you've got an Ulamog in your deck, you got to make sure you can cast it. So, alright, let's give this a go. We'll see you round 1.